So, welcome everybody to DevOps Days, Kansas City. Awesome. What do you guys think about this theater? Yeah? It's good. By show of hands, who would consider that they work in a startup? Who would consider that they work in the enterprise? Who would do something, consider it something else completely? Good, we'll have time to talk about that today. Who actually identifies as a developer? Who identifies as an operations person? So we've got a good mix. Look around. These are the people you're going to be actually interacting with for the next couple days. Who identifies as a manager or an executive? These people are really important because these are the people you got to sell your ideas to. So for the people that are new to DevOps, I want to go over very quickly what the common core values are kind of accepted to be. Those are culture, automation, measurement, and sharing. For me, culture is probably the hardest part, and we're going to have a lot of talks about that today. Automation and measurement are also very important. That's the fun stuff, like we love to write code, right? And sharing is what we're doing here today. So I'm going to walk you through the schedule real quick. So you might ask, where is the schedule? Hopefully you got a paper schedule on the way in. Or you can check it on your phones if you go to DevOpsDaysKC.org and click on Program. So I'm going to take some time to walk you through the program now. We're doing the opening now. And in the morning, we have some great talks lined up for you. Many of the talks are going to cover pieces of those CAMS values. And for lunch, we're going to have some KC barbecue today. So you're going to, yes. You're going to filter out of the theater here, and you're going to pick up a box lunch. And you're going to make a decision, I think, between beef brisket and pulled pork or a vegetarian option. So you want to make that decision quickly as you're walking through. And it's fine to go down to the food court downstairs or come back in here or anywhere around the venue. We actually need to stay out of the theaters over there until after 1, but we will open those up for open spaces in the afternoon. After lunch, we're going to come back and do Ignites. These are some rapid-fire 5-minute talks. And then we're going to do some Ignite karaoke. So I need 2 volunteers throughout the day. Come and see me. And one of the volunteers has to be not from the KC Metro. So these are going to be real fun. Then we're going to do open spaces. So open spaces is where we're going to turn the conference over to you guys with topics that you collectively select to discuss. Throughout the morning, we want you to go to the board that's behind the seating area and write down topics on sticky notes that you want to talk about. And also look at the board for other topics that people have already written down and vote by putting stickers next to them. We have 5 spaces throughout the area here. We have this one here that you walked by where we've set up chairs in a circle. We also have one back here that has couches, and we have a couple of other ones in the theaters next door. And we're going to make this area an open space when it's time. The great thing about open spaces is, unlike meetings, they don't have a set time. They start when they start. They're over when they're over. No matter who shows up, that's the exact. You have the opportunity to listen, discuss, and learn from others on the topic and where they're at in their DevOps journey. And you vote with your feet. If you're not contributing or you don't feel like you're getting anything, you get up and walk away and go to another one. So not like the meetings where you have to be there in a set hour or whatever. Very open, and we're going to learn from each other. So in the afternoon, we're going to start with those open spaces. They'll run till 4:30. At 4:30, we have a raffle that you really want to stay around for because we've got some awesome prizes. At 5 o'clock, we're going to walk as a group down and take over the KC streetcar and go down a few blocks, and then we're going to go to Tapcade for a party tonight. There's going to be a taco bar there and a bar. We also have the theater, and I hear that we're going to try to get the first episode of Silicon Valley to play in there if you're interested in seeing that, so that should be good too. The KC streetcar is new to Kansas City this year. It's super awesome, so we want to take advantage of that, and Tapcade is just good, clean fun. We have a code of conduct for this conference that we take very seriously. During people's talks and throughout open spaces, it is okay to disagree. In fact, it's kind of expected. That's how we're going to learn from each other. It is not okay to be disrespectful, harass, or intimidate others. We want an atmosphere that's inclusive and promotes growth and understanding of all of us. So we want you to be responsible throughout the time you're spending together and look out for one another. So use Uber, use a streetcar, and travel in groups. Now for a little bit of bad news. There is no Wi-Fi available to you as attendees in this room. So we understand that many of you are in ops, so we ran a bunch of cables yesterday, and we have a green room over here that we're calling the ops room. You can go in there at any time and do any work that you need to do. 4G works here in the theater. Crown Center has free Wi-Fi out there. It might actually work in here, but because some of these concrete walls, it doesn't work the best. But we encourage you not to connect and to listen and engage with many other smart people that are here that are trying to do for their company what it is you're trying to do for your company. This conference grew out of the DevOps Kansas City meetup, which is a meetup that I've co-organized with different people over the last 3.5 years. We hold monthly meetings at night from 5:30 to 8:30. Many people that are in this room have shared thoughts there. Our next meetup, we're super excited about. We're going to have Cote come from Software Defined Talk podcast, and we're going to be at a great new co-working space in Overland Park. So for the workers that are new to remote, that talk on our Slack a lot about places, this is an opportunity to go see one of those places and see what they have to offer, like if you can just go in for an hour or actually get an office standing. Join the conversation with us on Slack. If you're not already in the DevOps KC Slack, it's really easy to do so. Simply go to devopskc.herokuapp.com, enter your email address, you'll receive an invite, and then you should be able to get right on. I want to make a huge thank you to our organizers. This is an incredible group of people to work with. All of our organizers are volunteers, and for I think all of us, this is the first conference that we've ever organized. So mistakes will be made. Please be patient with us. We love your feedback, so if things are not going right, let us know, and we will work to improve them and try to make them right. If things are going well, we also love to hear that. A good thank you once in a while helps. And so many of our organizers are wearing these maroon shirts or the gray hoodies. Just come up to us and let us know what's going on. And a huge thank you goes to our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to have a conference like this. They help to fund the food, the party, this awesome venue, and many other things. So please stop by their booths today. I'm sure they'll have fun things that they'll be willing to give you. And thank you to our community sponsors for helping us get the word out about this conference. We'll be trying to figure out how you guys found out about the conference. So, by show of hands, who is this their first DevOps Days? For me too. Who is this your first tech conference? Not as many. Okay. I'm going to ask you to do something. I want you to silence or buzz your cell phone, and this is for the speakers. But I also want you to do something for yourself. I want you to go in your settings, and you'll thank me around 5 o'clock today, and put your phone in low battery mode. Because we have a lot of tech people around here soaking up a lot of the bandwidth and stuff. So your phone's going to drain throughout the day. So you want to put yourself in low battery mode, and then you'll make it through the day and into the party. So with that, we're going to kick off this conference.